Warning, this video may contain offensive, despicable content that may be too much for weak-hearted or childlike adults. The stark, ugly, profound truths Agent G and those associated expose may be soul-crushing to the weak of spirit. If you watch it through and blame us for the hurt feelings, don't say we didn't warn you.
Stop saying marijuana. Why?
Geez, I don't know, but if I had to guess, I'd say there was some ridiculous reason behind it.
Because it's racist as
I have to say, I expected it to be ridiculous, but you just broke a new record.
The term was used to knock on people of color and their devilish ways.
You know, that colored man's looking awfully white.
Now, the word itself isn't inherently racist,
It's not racist at all, you dumbass.
but it was used by American prohibitionists to exploit racism and xenophobia. So by using the M word, you're ignoring a long history of oppression against Mexican immigrants and African Americans.
Jesus, now you're saying you're offended by the word marijuana? Is there any word in the dictionary you're not scared of?
Let's go on a quick history lesson, shall we?
I have a feeling that if you're the one doing the teaching, this is going to be chock-filled with bullshit.
Weed has been consumed by the American elite since the 1840s. It was even sold over the counter as medication to treat insomnia, migraines, and rheumatism.
Okay, what's your point?
But it didn't become controversial until the early 1900s, when millions of Mexicans migrated to the US following the Mexican Revolution. With them, they brought marijuana.
So Mexicans are racist. I knew it. Wait, what?
And their customs to smoking it casually and regularly. But the term was then popularized in the 1930s by this man. Harry Anslinger was the director of the Federal Bureau of Narcotics from 1930 to 1962. Now, Anslinger believed that marijuana influenced black and brown people to commit murder and other violent crimes, which is ridiculous, because all I see people do when they smoke is sit on their couch, watch TV, eat munchies, and fall asleep.
Oh yeah? Well, tell that to Michael Phelps. For those of you who don't know who Michael Phelps is, he's an Olympic swimmer who won 28 total medals, 23 of them being gold, even though he was a marijuana user. If you didn't know that, read a book.
So his solution was to launch a vicious propaganda campaign against marijuana and associate it with all inferior races and social deviants.
So you're telling me that a racist was racist when everyone was racist at this time? How does that make the word racist? You realize that you said that it was brought by the Mexicans, the word included.
Anslinger traveled across the country to convince people that marijuana was something that was invading the US. He even pronounced the drug as marijuana to make it sound Hispanic and foreign and scary to white people.
It was Hispanic. He didn't try to make it sound Hispanic. It is Hispanic. You even said it was... My God, do you even remember what you said 10 seconds ago?
The campaign played on through 1937 when Anslinger successfully pushed Congress to pass the Marijuana Tax Act, which made the drug illegal at a federal level. Since then, marijuana has been associated with the notion of addiction or living a lesser life. Instead of a herbal medicine that seems to help people with several health conditions, or simply as a way to just relax after a long, hard day's work. You might argue that marijuana lost its prejudice bite years ago,
Or if you carry more than 2 brain cells, you'll say that it never had it.
but you can't ignore the racial implications of its introduction to the American lexicon. Besides, nothing has changed. This whole conversation is actually very deja vu. We're still trying to fight the negative stigma that clings onto a plant in 2018, all because of white men such as Jeff Sessions and Steve Alford who keep making terrible remarks when trying to make marijuana the culprit for crime. Organizations that advocate for legalization and even some media publishers, including Now This, have stopped using marijuana to describe anything that contains THC or any other cannabinoid. So what's the right word to use? Cannabis. Just call it by its Latin name and you'll not only be technically correct, but also politically correct.
Oh, I'll be politically correct because you think that it has racist connotation to it. Okay, hey, no more using the word marijuana, okay? Fuck yourself, all right? I'm not gonna sit here and have someone tell me what words I should or shouldn't say because they have this make-believe idea that a word for a drug that people smoke is racist. What is wrong with people? Do you have nothing better to do with your time? Go home!
Get it out. Shout at the rooftops. This is great. This is the bee's knees, item 9.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and as always, I invite you to share, like, or dislike, and comment on the videos, and go check out my other videos. This is Agent D, signing out.